All right, everybody, how you doing? This is the Great 1000 Miles Rally. So time's going to start when I select my car. I'll count you down. All right, in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, this game's got 12 levels. We're going to start on level 5. For speedrunning reasons, I'll explain it in a little bit. Now, this game is great, and it's a rally. Thank you. That's the end of my commentary today. Now, this is an obscure arcade game from 1994. It's, as you can see, kind of crazy. It was one of my favorites as a kid. And, yeah, enjoy the wackiness. Just sliding around everywhere. Alright, I don't feel like turning. Let's just go through there. And we're coming up on the end of stage 5. Alright. There is not, this is only going to take about 10 minutes. I don't think I can go 1,000 miles in 10 minutes, but this actually is based off a real rally race that they used to run in Italy back in the 40s. And got canceled because too many people died. I wish I was joking, but I'm not. And I think the developers really took that to heart when they made this game, because it is unforgivable. Just all the difficulty that they add in here. I'm gonna go for a boost here. Thank you, white car. That one was intentional. The next few probably won't be. Alright, moving on to stage 7 and 8. These two have some pretty big skips and some interesting tech, so just to begin to see some of the fun on this route. That one was totally not intentional, but we're going to pretend it was. Now we're going to go ahead and drive in the dirt here, and drive through this dirt here too. Just because we can. In this game, the road's more of a suggestion than a hard and fast rule, as you can see. I don't think that'd strictly be legal in a real race, but hey. Alright, coming up on stage 8. This is my choke stage, so wish me luck. There's a trick that cuts out a large portion of the race. I wasn't going to do it for this marathon, but it's just too fun. So I practiced it and wish me luck. That was also not intentional, but we're going to pretend. One thing that's really fun about this game for me is, or what I like about it, is an arcade racer. But, well, hold on one second. I got to go the wrong way. Oh, there's that choke skip. Even though it's an arcade racer, it was designed with joysticks and buttons on the original cab, so it plays pretty well when you emulate it. I swear that skip looks cool when you don't screw it up. Stage 9 is my favorite, which means marathon luck, I'm gonna screw it up, but that's okay. Nothing particularly exciting here. Now, this actually was one of my favorite games as a kid, because our local arcade had it. So when I got into retro gaming, I loved playing this, but I sucked at it, like really, really bad. And I finally sat down and got good enough to the point where I could somewhat regularly beat it without continuing. And then I kept saying somebody should speedrun this. Watch out, there's a TV truck in the middle of the raceway. But I kept saying somebody should speedrun this, and nobody did. So I said, hell, I'll do it. Stage 10 is kind of the high-speed, straightforward stage. Not a whole lot of technical turning here. One of the things about tech in this game that's kind of sad, even though you're sliding everywhere and drifting everywhere, to go faster, you kind of want to minimize that as much as possible. So that's kind of the goal of a lot of this track, is to try to keep it as straight as possible. I'm going to be going for a tricky boost here. Wish me luck. Oh, missed it, but I got through it clean anyway. Moving on. Stage 11. This is the crazy one. This is the most technical stage. It's even crazier than the last ones. So, strap in and wish me luck. That was a little monk ass there. That fence was a little closer than I wanted it to be. Alright, we're going to go between these cars. We're going to plow through some cones. It's actually faster to plow through the traffic cones than it is to dodge them, which I think is hilarious. This game is insane. Alright, stage 12. There's a lot of big, tricky S-turns in this stage. And I don't like big, tricky S-turns, so let's see what we got. Let's just do that, huh? Where we're going, we don't need roads. I'm sorry, I had to. Can't avoid all the S-turns. We can avoid some. Alright, we're going to be looping back to stage 1 because you can complete them in any order. But I'll explain why we don't do stage 1 first now. So, this is an arcade game. They want you to lose. The only reason this game exists is to separate you from your quarters. So watch what this car does now. This guy. That's right. He goes out of his way to try to knock you off the road. They add those guys in the further you get in the game. And they speed up the timer. We're going to go around that. They speed up the timer, too. They really want you to lose. But so we do the easier stages last to make up for that sort of increased difficulty. Alright. Moving on to stage 2. This is one of the trickier ones. If anybody... This game is just insane. As you can see. And so, if you're interested, this game's pretty easy to emulate. It controls pretty nice, and it's a lot of fun. I'm currently the only full game runner. Excuse me, guys. On SRC. But there's a bunch of individual level records on Twin Galaxies. I've beaten all the Twin Galaxies world records now, which makes me inordinately happy for a number of reasons. But the ILs are pretty accessible, and the game's just a blast. I really highly recommend it if it looks interesting, because we need some more runners. Yes, it does have Twin Galaxies page. I did not submit my times to Twin Galaxies, but I don't plan on it. But I did beat them all because I needed something to compete against. It's lonely over on the SRC page, so if anyone's interested, please run this. I'm thinking about, if there's any interest, I'm thinking about doing some tutorial vids. But you can just watch the world record videos and learn a lot about the technique. I'm totally meant to do that. And last stage. What's really interesting to me, even though this game is it's a Japanese game from the 90s, about a rally race in Italy from the 40s. They actually went to the trouble of the route is historically accurate. So like this stage 4 in the historical race was by the sea. And you'll see stage 4 is a seaside race in this game too. I don't know why a bunch of Japanese game devs were so into a 100-year-old rally race from Italy, but hey. Watch out for the random parked car. I don't know why people are still parking on these roads. And time. That is time. So that is about 10:25 over here. My world record's 10:16, so that was pretty slow. That's actually the GTMR equivalent of safe driving. And we get a congratulations, too. I mean, you gotta love that. But yeah, definitely check this out, and thanks to Konosumi and everybody for letting me showcase my game, and stick around for the rest of the marathon.